Today on Tikifire Toy Reviews, Star Wars, The Power of the Force Vintage Luke Skywalker and Stormtrooper outfit. Hello, Tikifire here with another Tikifire Toy Review, and today I'm doing a review on a childhood figure that I had. This is Star Wars, The Power of the Force vintage line, Luke Skywalker and Stormtrooper outfit. Now I put a regular Stormtrooper with him here so you could compare. This is a regular vintage Stormtrooper. This is Luke Skywalker in Stormtrooper disguise from the Power of the Force line. How cool is that? Pretty darn cool, I'd say. Check that out. Now, this one I've had since my childhood. I'll move this guy so you can get a better look at that guy. Better look at Luke there. Let's take a look at him. There he is from the side. This is a 5-point of articulation figure, just like the rest of the original vintage line of the Star Wars figures. I do need to clean him and fix him up a little bit because he is getting a little dirty. Well, you know, he is over 30 years, well, close to 30 years old. So I guess these came out in 85-ish, so 30 years old. Not looking too shabby for a 30-year-old figure. His head is kind of tiny. That's the only really bad thing about this sculpt, is the head is just kind of mashed on, looks like. Really could have used a slightly bigger head. I understand why they did it. They didn't want to make the helmet look too big, I guess. Now, I had this figure for a while. My dad brought him to me in a big pile of figures at some point over the last few years, and then when he brought me a big pile of G.I. Joe, mostly G.I. Joe stuff, this was in there, and this is his helmet. Fits perfectly. And it's kind of squished looking. That's one of the ways you can tell the differences in the helmets. Now, I remember as a kid, I'd already quit collecting Star Wars figures, and I was pretty much done collecting action figures and toys altogether. And I saw this guy in a local KB toy store in Jackson, Tennessee, which was near where I grew up. And I bought him because I was like, seriously? I always wanted a Luke Skywalker in a Stormtrooper outfit and a Han Solo in a Stormtrooper outfit, which they never made in the vintage line, but I always wanted those guys, and then they finally made the Luke Skywalker one in 1985. So I picked him up, and on the rare occasion I would still play with my Star Wars figures, I used this guy a lot. So it was neat to finally have him in the outfit. And you could recreate the famous scene where he whips the helmet off and says, "I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you," after Princess Leia asked him if he isn't short for a Stormtrooper. Pretty darn cool, though, I must say. And it was cool to finally get his helmet back, so now I can put him on my Death Star playset and have him coming to rescue Princess Leia. Pretty neat. Now, the big difference, as you could see from this original figure, the biggest difference in these guys appears to be the legs and the arms. Yeah, obviously the head too, but the legs and the arms are quite different molds here. This one's, I mean, they look similar, but this one has more spread out legs, and the arms seem to be posed a little differently. Even though they're similar, they do appear to be posed a little differently. And his body is a similar mold, but this one's body looks slightly wider, so there are some differences there. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Please check out my other videos. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. Thanks.